2020, what a year. It has been extremely hard for everyone, and the year itself has been pretty extreme all around. I mean, with all the shit happens in the world, 2020 will have its own history book. But I want to talk about positivity that happens to me on 2020 instead, because there's a lot of sad shit happen, so let's just talk about positivity a little bit. So before that, let me talk about 2 years before 2020 happened. 2018 and 2019, especially on 2019, has been pretty fucking hard for me personally. I deal with a lot of shit. First, on 2018, I think it's on 2018 or a year before. I don't really remember. It's been a while. I broke up with my girlfriend, and that took quite a hit on me, even though I don't really show to people around me. I act like I'm okay. But that situation, that experience has been pretty hard for me all year around, and it makes me realize how tough it is to move on, because I haven't been in a very serious relationship before that. I've been in a few relationships before that, but none of them was quite serious, because when we had a relationship, on my last relationship, we are like a young adult, right? I'm start thinking about the future. I'm start thinking about how things will go in the next 5 years and so on. And I take that relationship a little bit too serious. In my opinion, every people have to take relationship seriously, right? If you're not serious about it, I don't think you should have a relationship in that regard. So my opinion stand true. I think you should be ready and you should take it seriously, especially if you're like over 20 already. You're basically a young adult by that standard, and you have to think about your future pretty soon. So yeah, I take it way too seriously. I really I really try to make it work, but after a year, it just didn't happen. I don't blame anyone other than myself, obviously. It's because of my own naivety and my own lack of experience, I would say. So we cannot make it work for whatever reason. Also, because of that lack of experience, the way I react to that situation is far worse than what I should be. I take it too literal. I start to question a lot of shit. I start to deeply get into depression and whatnot. And shit's real. Shit's super fucking real. But obviously there's some positivity coming out of that. But the scale is very small, other than the amount of pain that it gave me, or so I think, because I'm pretty sure back then it's just because my emotion is just way too strong and I can't really think rationally. So I take that as a heart failure, and what worse about it is I don't learn from it for a hot minute, for a year and a half. After we broke up, I just blame myself for everything. My life just crumbles at that point. I don't engage to my friends that much anymore. I have trust issues. Even with my family members, a lot of people don't really see it because I'm really good at hiding things. I wear my emotion on my sleeve. People will know what I feel, but at the same time, I'm really good at hiding my true emotions. And then into 2019, I graduate from architecture school, have a degree, got some job, but because of the previous situation, I guess it's kind of like messed up my motivation a little bit to do what I'm doing. At first, I used that as a drive for me to do better. So I pushed myself a little bit harder on the last year of my studies, and I got a good result. But then when I graduate, I lost all my motivation to do what I'm doing, because every single things that I did regarding to that measure just reminds me of my ex, and I can't make it work for some reason. I get into some jobs in architecture field for a little bit, for a few months, and then I was like, you know what, this ain't it. I don't enjoy myself anymore. I don't enjoy this work. I cannot work. So I tried to change the wind a little bit. I tried to change my course a little bit and try something new. I go into like the next thing I know, which is regarding physics and structure, which is engineering. So I get into oil and gas engineering. I do a lot of like structure engineering, but I don't realize how stressful engineering can be. Engineers out there, I respect you. I know I work as an engineer, a structure engineer, for a year, and it blows my fucking brain. It's really hard. It's really fucking hard. But the job was fairly okay. It's not like I wanna quit, but then something bad happened to the company and they can't pay me for 3 months. So at that point, I think, you know what, I have to stop. I know I believe in them at first, but I don't want to, you know, it's not like I don't want to like help them regain that stability in that company. It's just like I just don't have enough money to go to work anymore because all of my savings is just used on the road, and I didn't get paid for a few months, and I can't go work. I can't afford to go to work anymore. So I take a drastic measures and just quit my job. And before I quit my job, because I know before I quit my job, I start like streaming. I think 3 months before I quit my job, I think 3 or 2 months, I guess 2 or 3. I'm not sure. It's been a while. So I start streaming. I start doing art and whatnot, and I'm surprised how quick I grew on Twitch. Even though right now, specifically, if you want to talk about size, on Twitch, I'm not a very popular broadcaster. I'm not like top 1%. I'm like top 5% or top 2%, I guess, if I look at my analytics. But it's just because there's so much broadcaster out there. But that really make me realize that you don't really have to do much to, I mean, probably for me, it's just I'm lucky enough to have a lot of friends online that support me. So I grow exponentially faster than most people. I know there's like a lot of other people that grow a lot faster than me, but what I'm trying to say is even though I'm not that, I wouldn't say I'm that successful on streaming industries, but I will manage. And then I because of that, I be able to make a little bit of money and make me kind of like confident to quit my job. So I quit my job, I think on the end of 2019, right? Then my country changed government as soon as I quit my job, and shit just hit the fans real hard. I cannot find any job. People are, just stop development. People just try to cut off their workers and whatnot, and it's just so hard to look for a job at that moment. And then after all of that sorted out, I already see where I'm going. I already do this like art stuff, and I already gain quite a bit of income out of it, enough for me to live off every single month with no problem, paying bills and whatnot with no problem, right? And then 2020 hits. I was again thinking about getting some decent job because I have a degree in architecture, right? So I finally got over my ex, I finally have some motivation, some inspiration to push through again. And COVID happens, and damn, just I can't do nothing. So that's the summary of 2018 and 2019. And then into 2020, when the whole pandemic's happening, I know everyone is suffering. A lot of people lose their life and whatnot. It's very sensitive. We don't really want to talk about it that much. But in the middle of this pandemic, I realized that what I'm doing right now experience a significant growth, probably because of the fact that everyone is just at home and whatnot. And then I just built my community. My community just keep getting bigger and bigger, and now I'm just like sitting comfortably on streaming. It's not technically every time I stream I will make money, but most of the time, every single stream I do, I will at least make $5 out of that stream, at least out of sub and whatnot. But oftentimes it is more like $15 or $20 a day. So that's like a living in where I am right now, in my country, which my currency rate is lower than US dollar. $20 seems cheap to other people, but it's actually enough for me to live off for a week of food. So yeah, I've been doing mad cash doing what I'm doing right now, and I've been able to pay off a lot of loans that I couldn't even imagine be able to pay it off if I were working like with my old job. And that's when I realized the positivity into 2020. People start creating some special relationship with me, like me and my viewers, me and my community. We have some sort of special connection between each others. They support me on everything that I want to do, and it has been a blast. And everyone just want to have fun. Like, we're in the middle of pandemic. I give them content and they gave me support, and in that way we support each other on what I'm doing, and also just keeping these people that just have so many time on their hands right now entertained, right? We have that kind of relationship now, and I couldn't be grateful enough to and I couldn't express enough my grateful to my community that has been supporting me. Thank you so much for everyone. This video is dedicated to each and every single one of you that have supported me in my journey of reaching towards my dream, being an illustrator. It has always been my childhood dream to draw for money, or at least to live off, do art as a job, as a viable thing for me to live on. It has always been my dream to do that, and you guys makes it comes true. It's not very viable, it's not like it's extremely stable at the moment. I still have some bad months, but some good months feels real fucking good. All the support is just I'm very grateful for it, and because of that I will not stop until I'm tired of it. So yeah, I just want to thank you all for the blast that you guys gave me, for the support and whatnot. 2020 has been pretty fucking hard for each and every one of you, and for me and my family too. But for me personally, 2020 is the better years than 2018 and 2019, and it is all because of all of you, because of you guys. It's not because of me, it's not because of anything, it's just because of you guys giving me supports, and I appreciate you for that. So yeah, I think that's all. This video has been quite long, so I don't want to stretch it any longer. Thank you so much for listening. I'm sorry that I cannot really put any content out. I just wanna thank you all for everything that you've done for me this year, and yes, I appreciate all of you. Thank you so much for watching and listening. If you want to hang out, I stream regularly over the weeks on twitch.tv/Chakudin. Every related link is in the link description. Every related link is in the description below. If you like what you see, please comment, like, or subscribe. It really helps to grow this YouTube channel a little bit more. And thank you so much for being here, and thank you for being you. I see you guys again next videos. Bye bye.